Hello, and thanks for joining me. My name is Dana Mohan. I'm a fellow allergy sufferer and co-owner, educator, and certified life and health coach for Allergy Navigator. Don't forget to tap the little bell to your right to subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the information we're putting out there for you guys. Is there any such thing as taking food directly from the farm to the table? Well, let's see. You know, those really cool restaurants, the ones that claim to source all of their own ingredients and produce and even get their meats from the local farm. They're usually a unique, delicious experience because all of their produce is picked at the peak of freshness. And my favorite, their sauces are homemade, and I love sauces on everything. Their sauces are made with the freshest ingredients, and their meats are so tender you literally say, "Oh my gosh, I've never tasted a real steak until now." Well, prepare yourself for a shock. Unless these said restaurants are completely off the grid, there is really no way to avoid the food supply chain. If you prepare food, if you eat food, there is probably no way one can avoid the food production systems. From the vine or the animal, food has been moved from the spot of growth to another location. That means it has to go through a chain of processes. Our food production systems are intertwined like the most intricate spider webs. The connections each food system makes crisscross the globe multiple times before it lands on our table. Just go to the grocery store near you and check some of those labels on the produce. Those delicious, highly nutritious avocados, well, nearly 80% of them come from Mexico, and the small remaining percentage come from states like California, Florida, and Texas. And I live in Kentucky, and as far as I know, not a single avocado I buy comes from the bluegrass state. Or pick up a bottle of, say, mustard. Not too many ingredients on most labels, which is good. But I doubt that French's distills their own vinegar or grows their own mustard seed. Those are processed and shipped to the manufacturing facility before the mustard has even gotten started. Food systems are very elaborate. They go from the simplest farm to the biggest multinational food companies. And one would think they are very strong because of the capacity of production, but on the contrary, they are very fragile. There are so many variables in play, from the weather, economics, consumer preferences, to demographics. It's very hard to know one season to the next what's going to happen. When you're talking about packaged foods across the US and the world, these foods pass many hands and vehicles, even boats and planes. From the ingredients that are outsourced for their production to the plastic and the boxes that surround them for their journey to their selling destination, all of these threads of the web have to come together to get that bag of chips in your hand. Let's take a little sidebar for the allergy sufferer. What does this mean for our ability to stay safe? Let's touch on cross contact for a moment. These packaged foods are processed in large facilities and small ones. The large producing conglomerates like Kellogg's, for example, they have different foods they produce in their own food processing and packaging facilities. Is that a good thing? Well, having all those different foods being processed on the same lines means cross contact of ingredients. So you may think, maybe I should buy small batch goods. But are you safer? Maybe. But most likely, they would share a facility with different food companies, which again means more of a chance for cross contact. Like I mentioned before, all of those ingredients in those packaged foods aren't usually made in-house. They are outsourced. So you see, the food supply systems are endless and unavoidable. So, farm to table. Is there really any such thing? Maybe, but unlikely. All we can do is educate ourselves the best we can about the ingredients in our foods and the sources from which our meats and plants come from. Then just relax and be grateful you have that meal in front of you and enjoy. Before we go, I want you to leave with feeling good. All right, so there are a couple of ideas you can look into if you're interested in taking your food sourcing to the next level. So Deborah, my partner in crime, together we are co-owners of Allergy Navigator. She uses this amazing home growing system called Lettuce Grow. They even had a Lettuce Grow Mini. We are not sponsored by anyone, so we'll only share with you things we use and love. We will put a link in the notes for you. You have to check their website out. It is so beautiful, and when Deborah shares with me pictures of her lettuce grow from week to week, I'm astonished. It's truly worth a look. Go to www.lettucegrow.com, or like I said, click in the link. Then, last but not least, my dream goal, to have a beautiful garden kitchen. If you haven't already looked up kitchen gardens, check out Kitchen Gardens by Nicole Burke. She is such an inspiration and makes me feel like I could really do it. I purchased her book and it is so well done. It is a step-by-step on how to set up your kitchen garden and everything from what to plant to how to plant and when and where. They are so beautiful, and have all of the things you would use most in your cooking, and they are tailor-made just for your needs. I want one with trellises and pebbled walkways. I just don't know when I'm going to have the time to put it all together. We will put a link in the notes for her website too. Now, here's a fantastic opportunity to be a part of our community. Answer the question of the day and share any thoughts, information, or ideas in the comments below. So the question of the day is, do you already have one of these beautiful, bountiful spaces? Please share your photos. I'd love to see your hard work and your rewards. And if not, what are you already doing to bring the freshest ingredients to your table? Please share. No answer is too small. You never know who you're helping. If you found this video to be helpful, like and subscribe by tapping the little bell. Also, if you know someone who could benefit from our videos, be sure to share with them this potentially life-changing information.